What we're doing today is finishing our chicken coop, and then we're going to move them in. So let's go. Okay, now before I put the wire on, I need to make a hole going through here where I can put a door on and let the chickens in and out. Be able to close the door, and they're thoroughly protected from any kind of predator. So, how big should the door be? Well, I don't really know. But I know nesting boxes, they say 12 inches, so I was thinking 12 inches would be a pretty good size. I thought right in the center of this section would be a good place to go with it. Let's go there, and then make a mark over here. And then I want to leave a little lip down here, like 2 inches, so I'll go up 14 inches. I guess 13 inches are right where that crack's at. That might not hurt anything. That'd be plenty big enough to let chickens out, I think. Be what, 11 inches? If I leave 2 at the bottom. There we go. They should be able to duck their heads and pop through that. Now I just need to do the marking and the cutting. Plenty of those things. Watch this. Okay, this is a chicken coop. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just wanted to get an idea where my lines are. There's one side. Actually, it looks a little wide for what I've seen, but I'm going to frame it in anyway so that the sides are smooth. Maybe take this in the width of a 2x4. How's that sound? Both sides maybe. Love splinters under the fingernail. Ow. That takes care of that. And a handy dandy 2x4 to get my almost 2 across the bottom. Once again, it's a chicken coop. Not rocket science. Now to get these holes started, I'm going to use a little Dremel tool, and to get them finished, I've got a Sawzall. These work better when they're plugged in. And then the last little bit, hey, now all that's left is put the framing around it. Okay, this is the plan for the impermeable door. I'm going to put this up against the wall first, and then a thin layer of paneling, then a 1x2 over that, and then this on top. And I screw it all together. It looks like this when I get done. And then there's the slot where the door can ride. And since the door is also going to be a 1x, it needed that extra piece of paneling in there to make it loose so that it'll slide. And then I'm going to put a cap across the top so nothing can squeeze in around the door either. I don't want to defeat the purpose of putting up all this nice heavy-duty wire and all these other precautions to have something sneak in around the door. Okay. As you can see, I got the two sides here. The door in the middle slides up and down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out one of these screws. 2.5 inches. Place with one of these screws, which are 3 inches, which will hold it in place while I go outside and finish attaching it. One way or the other, but it had plenty of room to slide. Good. That's what I wanted. And then I got this guy go across the top so that nothing can sneak in there. Because I'm going to put a trim piece on the outside, and I'll just run it through both of them. There. Already pretty solid with just one screw. There you have it. The door's done. Got the sides, got this up here to stop anything from coming through the top. I think I might put a little rail on here. I don't know. That's not much of a gap. Then got the stop at the top so it doesn't come out of the slot. Go all the way to one side or the other, still stays in the slot. I don't think there's anything coming through that. So maybe a small snake and they'd eat that. I think the door is taken care of, at least for now. Now comes the fun part, getting the trim around everything and nail it all up. On the bright side, you only have to do it once every 10 years. Well, it ain't pretty, but it's done. The coop part, the inside part, it's done. We're ready to put the chickens in. I'm not real good at getting rabbit wire straight. Rabbit wire is a pain in the neck to use, but that's what's great about it. It's a pain in the neck for the critters to get through it too. You can see I had to do a little patch job there, but got the door. I put a screw in the door so that it can't be opened from the outside. And if you look real quick, I even got the outside all framed in so that it'll be easy for them to find when they're coming in and out after they get big enough to go out. But got the nesting boxes in, got the light in there, ready to go. It ain't plugged in yet, but we can plug it in. Let's do that. Okay, why is it not working? And now we got a nice light for them. You see there in the box, they have no idea what's about to happen. You can't even see them. Got the door hung, everything's ready. Let's put them chickens in there. See what they think of their new home, their new forever home, which, depending on which chicken you're talking about, could be a few months or a few years. The roosters, we're definitely talking months. I need to get a rooster that's not related to the rest of these. I think 6 laying hens will be plenty. Get us through the winter, make babies in the spring for meat chickens.
Gonna grab, literally.
Yeah, what do you guys think about your new digs, huh? He kind of freaked out. They're throwing that wood chips everywhere. You can see they've even got a roosting bar in there, but it's probably too high for them at this point. They're pretty small yet. Yeah, look at that. You guys can run and fly. Look at that. Spreading your wings. That one there's a pretty bird. I don't know what kind it is, but I think it's a really pretty one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Last one.
Last one. He's like, let me out of here. Close the door on their prison. So there you are. 20 little chickens enjoying their new home. Got the nesting box covered over so that they can't get in it right now. Otherwise they'll start roosting in it, and then you'll never get them the legs in it. They'll always be roosting in it. Like I said, the roosting bar is 8 feet long. We're not always going to have 20 chickens, so 8 feet should be plenty for what we need down the road. There they are. Say bye-bye, chickens. We got other things to do, like play in the fire. Oh yeah, we can't forget we got to feed bacon and sausage. They are getting bigger. They do this little dance every time they eat. They always think the other bowl's got something better, so they keep switching back and forth. Nothing seems to stop them from fighting over the food. They eat like pigs. I just had to add on. They seem to be settling in nicely. They're pecking away like there's food in there. There's not. But they're exploring their territory, I guess. Getting that pecking order down pat.